All right, and here you can see we have a bunch of stuff sitting here. This is one of the pieces that I had to recut, and it has some. Ooh, that light is really bad. Let me turn that off. Thought for sure I would need that, but I guess not. It's got the little burr pieces on it. Little, what is it, 220? Yeah, 220. Cleans it right up. That's it. Matter of fact, it rounds it pretty quickly. It's hard to tell probably, but put a little bit of rounding on it. So okay, so our first step here, unclog the glue bottle. At least I hope I unclogged it. So we're going to take these three pieces here and these three pieces here, and we're going to create little crosses out of them, like that. So what I'm going to do for this, and just put a drop. Can't really see it, just a little drop, and then this will actually go right into it and cause it to squish out. Just get a fingernail or something and just kind of wipe off the excess and just kind of straighten it up so it creates a cross. So we're going to do this to these as well. And these go together really well. Most of this stuff is a pretty tight fit. So you want to get the excess off. Try to make sure it's an even cross. Just like that. Okay. So, the next step is actually going to require manipulating these, putting them in here, into these pieces, and then the pieces that stick out into the windows. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause the video for just a few minutes. I'm going to give the glue just a little bit of time to set, so that way we don't have too much of an issue, or they won't break apart or whatever too easily, because we're going to glue them onto these as well. Well, hold on, let me see. Maybe I can go ahead and glue them on, and see here. So we got this. And how do I want to do this? So like this? Yeah, it's supposed to go in like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a drop of glue on each one of these corners. Not much. I used a little too much actually. Um, and you can tell I got glue on my fingers. It's like a press fit. Is that right? No, that one's not right. So this one goes like this. I don't know if it truly matters what direction, but I am going to make sure that I put them in correctly according to what I assume it says. We got that. Let's see here. This one looks like this. So it's going to go in like that. Okay. You can wipe this excess glue off here, but this part I don't think it's going to matter because we're going to be putting something else on top of it. So let's see here. We got this facing that way, this one doing that, and looks like I may have done it inadvertently wrong. This was supposed to be this, but that's still facing the right way. So I got lucky on that one. was looking just a little crooked. There we go. Alright, so we have the crosses. So the next part is going to be this guy. I was going to pause the video, but I just want to keep going. We take this guy, and we're going to turn it backwards. And we take the one with just the notch. And we put it through like this. At least we're supposed to put it through like that. There we go. Oops, I was pushing it up with my finger. You can see it wants to be. You want to be able to turn. So I am gonna let it dry, because I was putting it in. I was pushing the cross piece out. So I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna let it dry. We'll be right back, and we'll move on a little bit more. All right, it hasn't been too long, but long enough, I hope, at least to get it to a point where I can use it. So, and I'm gonna take this piece guy here with the door, which, I really wish the door would have opened and did something, but oh well. Okay, so then we want the single notch piece right here. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to place it in there. So, then we're going to take one of the closed windows here, and we're going to pop it right on there like that. So you got to be careful when you glue this on. Now you can tell it just slips right on, which is fine. It's great. But you want to make sure that this still rotates freely. So how do I want to put the glue on? I guess what I'm going to do is I'll just put some on the side here. Oops, definitely too much. Way too much there. Give me a... And this is why you keep your old pieces of wood. We're going to go like that. You got to make sure you can still turn it. Sorry, I tend to forget I'm recording. So we want to make sure we can still turn it. Okay. There we go. So then we want to do that 2 more times, because we're going to use this guy right here. So we're going to take the one with the notch. Well, that doesn't look right. Did I put it on the wrong side? Oh no, I want it to go through the window. That's right. Yeah, forgot I wanted to go through the window. That goes like that. And that one goes like that. Maybe. There we go. So them like that. Let's see here. Okay. Ah. Now we're going to put windows on these as well. I think I'm just going to try to go right like this. Well, it doesn't look like that's going to work. You know what? We'll just put it on. Okay. Still a touch too much. Okay, there we go. I just wipe the glue off the top. Okay. They still move. Oh, that one won't move too much because that's in the way, but still, they move. Okay. So then we look for the bottom of the box, which is this guy right here. Alright, so let's see here. We have orientation. We got this. And this. You can see this guy's got some extra pieces on him. Most of it will just scrape right off with a fingernail. Again, you can use the 220 grit. Quick little swipe and they'll fix it right up. But usually a fingernail will just don't do it. Alright, so now, let's see, this guy is actually going to go here. Let's see here. And then we've got the sides of the house. What are the sides? These guys? Yep, these guys. I think this guy goes like this. Yeah, like that maybe. And then it kind of hooks on down here. So let's see, that goes to there. Wait, that won't work. Hmm. This doesn't go up here. Yeah, I guess it does go up here. I thought it went in these holes here. But I think it goes here. Like that. And like that. So it'd be that to that. So that would make this like this. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and make a mistake and just go ahead and start gluing. Because I got no way of holding it together. So we're just going to go ahead and stick that on there like that. That's the old design I was talking about that was engraved on the other piece of wood. Alright, so this is not going to be easy. Just going to have to sit here and hold it. Wonder if I can hold both of them at the same time instead. So I got to make sure I get the orientation right. Okay. Since the hooks are probably important, I have a feeling we want them to go in the same direction. And then this is the final piece. Whew, I don't know how this is going to work because it's got that weird cut on it. There we go. Now if we just let that dry, I should be able to fit it onto that without too much hassle. So I'm just going to sit here and hold this for a minute. I'm going to pause it. Be right back. Alright, well, I think I see a mistake in my future. But anyway, so we're going to take the bottom piece and we're going to glue this guy onto it. It should just fit right in there. Hopefully. Or not. Just need to work a little bit at a time here. Try to figure out where it's not lining up. Looks like those are lining up. That's lining up. There we go. Almost got it in. Yeah, this is that bowed piece of wood right here. It's causing just a little bit of an issue here. There we go. That is a serious friction fit now. But it was definitely that bowed piece of wood, and then it separated right up in here too. So you can see that. So what I can do is just put some glue on the inside. Right there. Hold that together. And I'll just put little smears on these connector points here. And I'll just kind of smooth that out. Because there is going to be something else on top of that. So I'm going to have to hold this, make sure it stays. But anyway, this part here is supposed to be the lid. That wasn't supposed to be a cut through. That was supposed to be just an engraving, so that way I can line that piece up correctly. So I'm going to have to recut the lid piece and only engrave it and not slice it out like I did there. Let's see here. I need something heavy to set on this. So I'll be right back. I'm going to cut that piece. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I cut a new piece. So you can see we've got, that's supposed to actually be for this, so we know how to line this up. So we need to glue this guy in place. There we go. Alright, then we got to take this guy and we glue this guy onto here. I don't know if you can put it forward or backward or if it's identical. I don't think it matters. I think it's the same each side. Okay, so we glue this on top of this guy. Oops. Don't need anything up here. It's really not heavy enough, but it'll have to do. So the next step is to check to see if that fits on the bottom of that. But I want the wood to, or the glue to dry a little bit here. So I'm going to pause the video. We'll be back. I want to make sure that these pieces don't move when I manipulate them. All right, be right back. All right, next step is we're going to take this guy, and it's supposed to go right here. Don't know what that truck was, but all right. So we're going to put that on there. It's supposed to be flush, which I don't know if it's going to get to be That's another one of those bent pieces of wood. Damn it. Yeah, it just keeps coming off down here. Yeah, you can tell that it's off because of the crappy piece. Yep, this just cracked. I'm just going to have to hold it. Now, you won't be having the issues that I'm having right now with this because, like I said, you can see the bad design that was cut. And I tried to go ahead and just reuse it. And it's not working. So now I got to hold this to glue it. To hold, yeah, I can't twist my hand around this part here. Trying to hold that on. And just trying to hold everything on. So I'm going to pause it while I sit here and hold this for the next 20 minutes. Be right back. Alright. So, I got this piece on somewhat straight, I think. Not too sure. We'll see what happens with that, I guess. So the next step is going to be to glue this guy on right up here. Let's see here. It looks like it goes right at the top of the window. That. Yeah, this definitely isn't closed all the way either. I might have to clamp that or something here in just a minute. And then I thought it was a scrap piece. I left it out there. I went digging for it. It's this little piece right here. Because it looks like a piece of scrap, but it actually goes right there. Underneath the window. Like that. But according to the directions, it's supposed to be up under the window like that. So I don't understand why it's not under the window. This piece is supposed to fit in between here, and apparently it does not. So I'm going to have to raise up this piece like that. So there we go, like that. That. I'm guessing they're about the same either way you look at it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get a clamp to hold that piece in so that way I don't have to fight that the whole time. Be right back. Alright. Hasn't been too long, but it's holding. This piece is here. It slides back and forth. This piece is a little weird though. See, that one's really tiny. I tried to reprint it or recut it because this one had that bend in it. This one's the right size. There's not much of a move in it at all. I mean, technically you don't need much, but I don't know. I mean, it only needs a little bit to keep the lid from coming up. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I may have to redo this whole thing. But if I do, I'm just going to get a thicker piece of wood and just go to it. Alright. So, let's see here. We are looking at it this way. I don't know which way this goes, whether I think the thin edge, because this is thinner than this side. So we want to go that way with it, I believe. And let's see here, what do we have? This guy right here. See, that doesn't fit. That hits the house right there. Oh, I see, because it's got the tumbler inside, and once you turn it, then the window doesn't move at all, and then you can slide the window. Okay, that's why it doesn't look right. Okay. Alright, so let's see here, since we're, get in there. glue. Turn it so that way that window will actually look right. There we go. Stick it in the slots. So then we're going to do this other side. Okay, I'm a little lost now. I only have one. Alright, hold on. What the hell am I gluing on? Glue that part on. Okay, then it's saying on this window here, I want to glue one of these window pieces on right here, one of these guys. Are they identical? Yeah, they look to be identical. So then I want to glue this guy onto here. Like that. Okay. So what I want to do is these little tab guys. And then this base right here. Alright. Get the window back into place. Pick that back up. Okay, there we go. Ah, come on, get in place. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So we got these glued in place. So that should turn. That still slides. Oops. It's not really glued in place. It's supposed to be getting glued in place. There we go. Okay, so I got that part. So let's glue this part. Make sure you can still slide if the other windows are rotated in the correct position. So that would be this guy right here. So he goes here. But this window is not in the right position for him to go in correctly. Alright, I'm confused now. Okay, I see. So this is supposed to go in here. It's supposed to go up against this and not be out here unless the wheel is right. But this piece is bowed. You can see it's bowed. And that's my issue with that. Otherwise it'd be fine right here. I still need to figure out how to turn the window to turn this piece. So now I can turn this guy. So now this actually slides. Oops. It's coming apart on me. Alright. And then that keeps that from moving. So maybe this piece here will help put pressure against that and help keep it in place. Let's see if I'm doing this. Let me just do this. I'm afraid to put glue down here because that is where the window is and it needs to move. Okay. Alright, where am I? Alright, glue this part on. Okay, that's the front part. Glue the last side onto the box and check the opening mechanism. Alright. I wonder if I should glue this on instead of just down there, but onto the actual house itself. You know, onto this piece here. That way it'll help keep pressure on this piece of wood that's bent. It'll straighten it out over time. Very, very little, because you don't want this to spread out at all onto that window. Okay. That's good for that. And of course these are coming off too. See, this should be able to freely turn. But it is not freely turning. There we go. That's locked back in place. Oops. And that window can't go out now. Okay, cool. So they do spin. Alright, awesome. So now we're going to put this piece in. And since it looks like it's just going to go on the edges. I don't want to put any on these two spots right here because it's too close to the turning mechanism. There it is. Alright, it came out. That's what it was. Okay. There we go. Come on. We almost got you together in one piece here. Let's go. Damn this window here. Back in the way of the... It's almost together. It's that curved frickin' window. If it wasn't for that curved window, this would already be together. It'd be fine. Wow, these do not turn easily at all. This one turns, but it doesn't do anything. It's a fake window. Well, it's not really fake. I think it's supposed to lock this in place. There it is. That's what it was. Okay. Damn it. I just broke it all up again. There we go. That's in place. Turn that. See, now I've got it. I can't get it to go inside. There we go. No matter what, it seems like it works. There it is. Okay, so that does lock it. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't for that scrap piece that I used that had that bow in it, this would have been much easier and gotten assembled much faster. But it does seem to be working so far. So, okay, so now that I've got it like this, we're going to take half a roof piece, and that should go on top like this. There's like 3 layers of wood here. I know you can't see, I'm just trying to line it up in a little bit more light. Try to get these pieces in there. Trying to line this up. It's almost there. It's this piece right here. It doesn't want to go. There it is. Snapped into place right there. Okay. Squirt some down in there. Take a piece of wood and put it there in the seams. There we go. All right. I guess I could put just a little bit right here. Just like that. Just a little bead. Then I gotta try to figure out how to get the other side on too. Without breaking what I did over here, because that needs a bead over there too. This is the importance of actually making sure you do the measurement and the math to get the wood right. As you can see that these are tight fits. But some of this is that warped wood that I'm trying to fight with. Otherwise this would line up nicely. I mean, these pieces are fine, but a couple of the places where it did cut it throws the entire design off. Almost got it. Right here, it's these guys right there. Can't tell if they need to go out or in to fit in here. those are in. These pieces here are not right here. There we go. Alright, we are in. So we're going to put a bead along here as well. Now you always learn something when you assemble these, like how to do it better the next time. Alright, like that. Little beads. Doesn't look too bad, and it's going to dry clear. It still turns. Cool. Alright, we still got to do the chimney. So we got a couple pieces for that. I thought I had 4 pieces. Maybe there's only 3. So which piece do I want? I want to take this guy. Like that. Yep. I think I'm missing a chimney piece. Yep, missing a chimney piece. There's supposed to be another one for right here. Alright, I want to pause the video, go see if I can find it. It's got to be out there in the scrap piece. Hold on. Turns out I wasn't missing it after all. It's right here. Probably saw it the whole time. So, okay, so that doesn't go there. This goes there. I'm going to assume that this goes right there, like that. That's going to be the chimney. Yeah, I'm going to glue these pieces together. And that goes right there like that. Can't really get in there, but it doesn't really matter. Let's put some on the outside. And smear it all around. Just like that. There we have our little house. I'm afraid to try to put the bottom on and solve it till all this glue dries completely. So once again, I'm going to pause it. Now we're going to finally put the bottom on and then attempt to solve it. Alright, so I went ahead and put the bottom on anyway, or the top as they call it. So, not quite sure exactly how to be solving it, but you can see that the windows don't move. That one does. These do not. This does not slide over. The bottom is really tough to get off. I may need to sand just a little bit. So, okay, so I know we got to spin this all the way just from looking at the design. So you can see that now the window moves over all the way. So instead of here, oh, wait, the window's off. There we go. This has to be in like the perfect position because of the notch. So now you should be able to spin that one. So you see we spin that one. Can't spin that. There we go. So now what we got to do is we got to get this window here over. So I just kind of spin it a little bit. Spin it until I can move the window. There we go. So now the window slides. So that's the positions like this. Then we can slide the window or the bottom, and we can pull the bottom off. So put it on, push it back, so then the window goes back. Then you can turn that back, but you can't really turn this one. Yeah, so you just got to kind of mess with them until you get them in the right position to get them reset. There we go. So now those are reset. Now you slide that over. Oh, got to hold it over. Then you turn this window 180 degrees. Now you're locked again because this won't turn. There you have it. The house puzzle box. Even with the issues I had, the box still works. Looks good. All right. Have a good one. Enjoy. Hopefully your build goes better than mine. Bye.